Hey guys, I'm here to talk about my top 5 favorite games of all time. Let's get started. Number 5 on my list would have to be Mario Kart. Growing up, my siblings and I would play this game a lot during our free time. It's a fairly simple game that you can just pick up and play, which made it fun because I could play it with my friends and family. The game has many Mario characters to choose from. The most recent Mario Kart, which is Mario Kart 8, has also added other popular Nintendo characters such as Link from The Legend of Zelda and Animal Crossing characters. The game also comes with many fun maps and items you can use to get a step ahead of your opponent. What I enjoy most is the fun lightheartedness of the game, but also the competitive. Who doesn't love winners' bragging rights? Am I right? My number 4 favorite game on the list is the Spyro series, especially Spyro the Dragon. I first played this game, I can remember when I was probably around 4 or 5. So at that time, I wasn't ever super serious about playing, but as I got older, it became a game that I seriously enjoyed and loved. When I first played it, I can remember how amazed I was with the graphics and controls of the game. It was just blew my mind about how amazingly developed it was, and the scenes were always so beautiful for me. And the storyline was always fun. The characters are very amazing, and I've always loved the sense of adventure the game had brought, and also the challenge that it also brought to the table. Especially being at a younger age, things were definitely more challenging to the point where sometimes I'd have to ask my sister to help out. I've always wanted a game that I could play over and over, and for this, it is definitely something I do still play over again because it just brings a sense of fun and brings back good childhood memories. Number 3 on my list would definitely have to be Super Smash Bros. Now this can be the original and it can be the most current because I played every version. Growing up with my siblings and also my friends, Super Smash Bros. Has actually been a strong reoccurring game. It's just fun to play. You get multiple Nintendo characters and it always was a challenge and very competitive, which is a type of game that I like to play. For me, my favorite character was always Link from The Legend of Zelda. Also, I like the fact that you could be Kirby, because when he would fly too far off the map, you could always just kind of float your way back on. But besides that point, Super Smash Bros. And just Smash Bros. In general was always a fun game to play, and it's enjoyable. It has very diverse maps, which can be a challenge, such as when there's lava, or it can just be simple, which is just a platform. And it's definitely a game that if you haven't played before, you should try to get a copy of it and try it out with just some friends, because it is a very fun competitive game, but competitive in a lighthearted way. It never gets too intense. Number 2 on my list would be the Uncharted series. This is actually a series that I've gotten into recently. I was not somebody who started out playing it in the beginning because I just didn't have a PlayStation at the time that could play this game. So I've actually started maybe the past year or 2 playing this series, and I've actually really enjoyed it. The games that I like the most are actually ones that are filled with discovery and adventure. So games like Tomb Raider and such, I've always enjoyed playing. This game in particular, the reason why it beats out Tomb Raider is I just had more enjoyable experiences with the game, and there's always something around the corner that's surprising, or you come across puzzles that sometimes you just have to stop the game and really think about what to do to solve this puzzle. in the end, I really enjoy this series. It's always exciting and fun to play, and I've always liked to replay the games and the challenges that it has brought. My number one game of all time would be the Legend of Zelda series. In particular, my favorite game is the Ocarina of Time. As I stated as in my number 2 game, I love games with a sense of adventure, and Zelda definitely brings that forth. What I like particular about the Ocarina of Time is the story. If you actually get into it and realize all the things that Link has gone through and all the challenges that you have to go through, it actually makes a very good storyline and you can connect with the character a lot more. I remember when I first played it when I was younger, I didn't really go through how you were supposed to following the story. I kind of just roamed around, and because I was amazed by the scenery and the fact the weather changed, it was just a game that you can actually kind of immerse yourself in, and that's always what I've liked about it. And the bosses and challenges throughout the game also create a new type of feeling of challenge, and I've always liked that about The Legend of Zelda, and the fact that they develop characters and make it interesting and new every time is something that I really enjoy about the game. So there you have it, my top 5 favorite games of all time. I hope this video inspires you to pick up one of these games and try it out for yourself. They are all fun and amazing in their own way.